Everybody, welcome to My Creative Time with Emma. If you've just came back from my Pink Stampers live stream, I'm sure you've heard the news that I was chosen to be a part of my Pink Stampers design team, and I am so excited. This is going to be so much fun. So in honor of that, I did have on my Pink Stamper t-shirt, but unfortunately right before I start filming this, I spilled coffee all over it, so I couldn't go on camera looking like a dirty girl. So I decided to put on the second best thing. This pretty apron Robin had sent to me. I'm not sure if you remember this, but this is the apron. She wore one like this at CHA in Anaheim. And I'm going to go ahead. I love it. It's so cute. And this is it right here. I'm not sure if you can see the pretty little ruffles. Isn't it so cute? I love aprons. I have to wear one every day at work, and it was perfect because it had these cute little pockets in the front. So anyways, I wanted to send Robin some great big pink hugs. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. With that said, we are going to make 3 pretty pink projects right now. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, everybody, here goes the first project we're going to be making. If you follow my blog in the past, I love to make lollipop holders, so I'm going to go ahead and make a baby one for you. And I already did it on my page here, but I'm going to show you how I did it actually, okay? So what I did was I did use the George and Basic Shape cartridge to get the rectangle. Okay, so I use this rectangle right here. Let's bring it on our... And the size for it is going to be 6 3/4 by 2 inches across, I believe. Let me double check. No, by 2 1/4 inches across. So I'm going to go ahead and take off my link, like I showed you before. Width is going to be 2.25. And my height is going to be 6 3/4. Okay, so there goes, that's how I got the actual lollipop holder. And what I also did is welded some little circles in there so I could thread my ribbon through to make a little bow. So what I'm going to do, and I know those, the circles, the size I used was 0.17. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the cartridge and get this. I'm going to get 2 circles. Let's put those right here. So make it bigger. It's easier when you work with it bigger, when you have the tiny little items. So I'm going to scooch that over right there. Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and get those 2 circles, and I'm going to copy them. So I'm going to use my copy feature, and I'm just going to move them down to the bottom. Oops. So it's better, like sometimes when it's hard to grab them, sometimes it gets a little frustrating sometimes, but I've learned to, as soon as it turns blue, you bring it down. See, like that, and it's easy to grab. So I just bring it down to the other end. There we go. Okay, so we have one at that end, so let me show you what it looks like. Let me get back out of here. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like right here. So you're going to have, there are two holes at the top and 2 holes at the bottom, so when we fold it closed, we could be able to thread the ribbon through perfectly. Now this little, we have the little carriage here, is what I used, I believe from, let me double check, I believe it's from Stretch Your Imagination, but let me double check. Okay, here it goes right here, and I use this shape here, the little carriage. Now, I actually resized this because it was a little too thin for what I wanted to use it for. So what I did was I went ahead and actually, you know, I don't need this layer here. Let me take off that layer. I chose not to use that layer. So anyways, this right here, let me zoom in for you so you could see it better. Okay, it was actually more thinner. And what I did was I just took off the little link, and then I went ahead and I just made the width it actually ended up coming to 1.38. and then it's 2 inches high. So this will fit perfectly onto my little lollipop holder. So this is it, and I went ahead and cut everything out, so let's put it together. Okay, here goes my piece right here. That's going to be the base of my lollipop holder. I decided to use Raspberry Fizz from Paper Tray Ink. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score this using my Score Pal. And what you need to do is from here to here, you have to measure it 2.5 inches, and that's where you're going to score it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of cuddle bugging. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use our cuddle bug tonight. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the Swiss dots. And what I'm going to do is I only want to cuddle bug just one side of it. Only one side. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put it in here, and I'm going to line it up. Make sure it lines up perfectly. I don't want it to be all crooked. So I'm going to get my two. I always put it, I never know if I'm doing it the right way or not, to be honest with you. I just put it between my 2 B plates and the A plate at the bottom. I'm the type that never reads directions. I just do it the way I think is right. So, but, oopsie, hold on. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have it right here. This is our base of it. And let me go ahead and zoom in for you so you could see. There we go. Okay, here's the cute little carriage that we cut out. And this is a Stampin' Up! Pattern paper with the little white polka dots. And I believe it's called Pink Pirouette. I might be saying that wrong. And we're going to be stamping on here. A stamp by Mice Pink Stamper, and it's from her set called Simply Sweet Occasions. Okay, and then we're stamping on here Think Pink. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's get this covered up. And we're going to go ahead and add these cute little, their little adhesive rhinestone heart. We're going to add that there. Oopsie. And we're going to go ahead and give our carriage some rims. Some little bling rims. Let me go ahead and get this off here. And we're going to use my cute little red pliers. Isn't that cute? And then we're going to go ahead and get one of my little pop dots. Okay. And this is going to go right here. It's going to go right there. Can you see that? And let's go ahead and just... Before I put the lollipop in, we're going to do our ribbon. Now, this is... Since the holes are really tiny, I don't like to run this sheer. I don't usually use sheer ribbon, but I thought this would be perfect since it was like a little, almost like it could be a cute little baby shower favor. I don't want to run it through those holes because it might get wrinkled. So what I usually do is I make a little bow. And remember, I'm not sure if you remember, if you watched my first video, my little craft room video, I had a whole bunch of twist ties, and this is where I use them. I kind of just, you know, thread it through behind the ribbon. And let me grab the lollipop. Okay. And what I do is I just kind of just put this through here. Ribbon could stay nice and pretty and it won't get wrinkled. And then I just kind of just mess with it a little this way this time. And then what I'll do, I just put this underneath there. Okay, isn't that the cutest little, it could be, actually it could be a little baby shower favor. Okay, here goes our first project for tonight. Let's go ahead and start on the next one.